People pick and choose who they love. People pick and choose who they throw shade at. That's why I do what I want. And spending all your time won't never get it back. Time is money, don't be wasting my cash. Give it back, give it back, get it back. Hey, time is money, don't be wasting my stacks. Spending all your time won't never get it back. People pick and choose who they love.
What up, and welcome to the very 8th episode of the Pick Route. We are your hosts. My name is Patty.
What up, it's Dang.
What's up, it's Qwee.
So it's Moose.
And let us be the last, hopefully, we're recording this on Easter, so let us be the last to wish you and your family very happy Easter. Fellas, we finally have some football to talk about. USFL went through this week. Chase, you're the only one. Moose, you're the only one with the winning team. How you feel?
I feel fantastic.
All right,
We
cool.
lit it up.
No,
Yep. Giddy up, boys.
USFL,
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Yeah. USFL, you know, it's what we kind of thought it'd be. It was fun. That football was on. They got to keep going through the week.
Don't slander my Stallions. It was great football.
They played well. I think the Generals are the third best team right now. I think the Breakers look like number one, Stallions 2.
Agreed.
And then probably got to give it to the Gamblers because they won.
Breakers' best nickname in the USFL.
It's phenomenal. But as I look at the USFL, like, all I'm thinking while I'm watching it is we need better coaches in this thing, or just more creative coaches, because these old NFL heads or these old college heads, you know, as I'm watching, I'm like, there's 22 NFL franchises who can't find a quarterback, and we think the New Jersey Generals are going to be able to find one.
Right.
Like, you need to be creative, and you need to have guys who are used to not having a good quarterback. You know, guys who were able to find, you know, maybe like, I don't know, like us. I mean, I'd be down to do it. But, you know,
Just start our own team.
yeah, no, I mean, it was football. It was on TV. It was fun to watch.
I know,
Dang,
we got to get in that fan-controlled league.
Yeah, you see T.O.,
Yeah.
48 years old, going up and mossing a dude.
Yeah, he plays for Bob Menery's team.
Oh, is
Four
that
of
right?
us.
I saw
Yeah.
Des Bryant do it in a Twitter video the other day. Not impressed.
Is Des Bryant 48?
Des
No.
Bryant. Yeah.
That's what
I don't know.
All right. Any other takeaways from the USFL?
It started off, I was pretty hyped to start off, and then as play went on, because they scored 2 touchdowns right
Right.
off the rip. And I think the over-under was at like 39.5. Like,
Yeah.
Who set this thing? They screwed up big time. And then the game slowed down dramatically.
Still hit the over. Yeah, it started off hot, and then it slowed down, and it ended pretty well too. But I'm all right with the Generals.
I think the
they'll be
drone
back.
cam on the kickoff is freaking awesome.
Yeah, it looks cool. That's something that'll get took. And the player cam is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
But
Besides
let's
giving
go-
a stroke to everybody.
Moose is salty.
He's
tonight.
he's in a mood. Which is surprisingly, this is the first time like this type of. I mean, it's been,
I know.
but this is the worst one yet. So you're in for a treat. 14.
And you're the only one that won. I don't get what you're mad about. The Stallions didn't play up to
Not
your
about if you
standards.
win. It's about how well you play.
Let the bum Generals hang around too long. This won't happen when we play the Breakers. All right, let's get right to the pregame. Qwee, what do you got?
All right, so for this week, I thought about a couple different topics, but the main one is some real NFL news with Derrick Carr signing a 3-year extension for $121 million. But more importantly was the addition to my list with Stephen A. Smith. This dude needs to stick to commenting about basketball and basketball only, because he knows absolutely nothing about football. His comment was that Derrick Carr has done nothing over his career to deserve a no-trade clause. Did he watch a single thing last year? At all. Colin Cowherd described it the best. He's the only one who takes a team to the playoffs and consistently lives in chaos. And he described it as like, the Packers are like, all right, you look at their quarterback situation over the last 30 years. It's like having, a kid growing up in the best household, in the best neighborhood, and everything's tighty-tighty, yay. He goes, look at Derrick Carr. He goes, I don't even have words for that. He goes, but you know where I'm going with this. Like, it's like a kid grew up in a broken home in the worst situation possible for 8 years. He definitely deserves a no-trade clause. He said flat out, he told his agent, I'm either playing for the Raiders or I'm playing golf. Stephen A. Smith needs to just end his football discussions completely. I don't know if you think I'm talking off the rails, but everything he did deserved a no-trade clause.
Yeah, I mean, he basically dragged that team to the playoffs this year and had them in the game against the Bengals, who ended up went on a pretty good run, I think we could say. But yeah, I'm going to disagree with what you're saying about him sticking to basketball because he's the only one on ESPN that ever makes headlines anymore with their takes. So, like, let him talk about it. Well, right, because he's mean. But, I mean,
I can go up there and just talk stupid.
Who watches ESPN for content anymore? I don't. I know I don't. I haven't watched SportsCenter in years. Like, the only guy I like to watch is Scott Van Pelt.
Right.
Like, if the game is on that gone into it, like, that's the only time I've gone to. Other than that, I'm looking for content elsewhere. But, Moose, you raise your hand. What do you got?
Yeah, just because Stephen A. makes more money in the time that it takes me to say this sentence, than I do in an entire year, doesn't mean that he's not a complete fool that just clowns people like his 20 years in some Philadelphia newspaper as his.
Oh, we're losing you.
Oh, must
Go
have
ahead,
cut
take
off
it away.
his Wi-Fi.
Thanks for coming.
No, I mean,
He's still talking too.
Go ahead, Moose. You good or?
I don't know what just happened.
All right, you
No,
froze
we
up on
lost
us.
You just went to the Matrix for like a solid minute.
Either that or you stopped thinking after you said Stephen A. Smith worked for a Philadelphia newspaper. That was end of sentence.
Just, I mean, he relies on these 20 years of Philadelphia newspaper or something, and that gives him this right to say whatever he wants on ESPN. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, he makes his money off of flipping out, and half the stuff he says is ridiculous. I mean, that's what ESPN has become. It's crazy. I barely
Just give me
watch it
College
anymore.
Game Day and see you later.
But yeah, I think
you're talking about it.
Right, exactly. I mean, Carr's their guy. I think he definitely deserved it. I mean, he's in it for the long haul, and I mean, but now it's time to put up or shut up. I mean, he's got a solid receiving core, So
yeah, he's almost in that like, not to this extent, but he is almost in that Tua, Kyler Murray, like, all right, dude, now it's time. Like,
Mr. Down.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. And but that's badass that he said that. Like, I'm playing here or I'm not playing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, He literally said, "I'm either playing for the Raiders or I'm playing golf." And I honestly think, I think he's gonna retire pretty early. He's like big into like what Tebow's doing. He's big into his faith. He's a preacher. He does a lot of stuff in his church. I wouldn't be shocked if like after 3 years like he walked away.
Could see that. Is that what they signed? What was the contract?
so the contract was a 3-year extension, so it's a total of 4 years really because he still has 1 year left on this deal.
Okay.
And it's a tapered, it's all backloaded. So he
Gotcha.
goes, and it's a lot of it is signing bonuses. It's like one article I read, I can't remember the source, broke it down, but they labeled it as like one of the most team friendly contracts for a quarterback like ever.
Dope.
He took a lot in signing bonuses and things like that, and I think his last year is the only year he's going to make over $25 million as it's like real base salary money, if I read it correctly. But we'll see what happens.
Word. All right, Moose, what do you got for pregame?
All right, I'm going to fire off a couple hot takes. My first one is to go along with the Raiders love fest, which I'm starting to get a little worried about this podcast right now and our love affair with the Raiders. But
in the hunt with Hunter
I'm going
Renfrow.
to go. Yeah. Oh, no, that's coming.
Did well
Raiders,
online, baby. Did well on views.
My hot take Super Bowl picks are the Vegas Raiders and the Vikings.
Whoa.
The Vikings.
That's my first.
Whoa.
Yep. I like what they're doing. I think that they are smart. They know that just like the Raiders, they have a good quarterback. And when you have a good quarterback, that's better than not having a no quarterback. So pay them and figure out the rest, just like some of these other teams. And then you have some teams like the Bills where Josh Allen can cover up the fact they don't have a running game and all these other things, but they have good quarterbacks. So you pay them and build a team around them. I think the Vikings, if you look at their offensive line is good. They got a top 4 running back in the game.
If he could stay healthy.
They've got two stud wide receivers. They got a defense that's know what they're doing. And, that's a hot one for you.
Just watch out for the
Raiders.
roar this year, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I was going to say the Lions are splitting
And
with them.
Also, on my hot take, so not that I give two shits about the NFC East teams because I hate them with everything in my life, but the NFC North gets a pass on being the other worst division in football the last 30 years. I don't know. I don't understand how the NFC East is this, without question, worst division in football. When you look at the NFC North, give me a break, dude.
It was
Aaron
the last
Rodgers
2
had the
years.
Tom Brady path the last 7 years. So,
Yeah, is it
And
the NFC
Minnesota and
East?
Chicago's made the playoffs at that time too. So
But isn't
Please,
the
son.
NFC East the only,
You know they're
the only
trash.
division that all of them have a Super Bowl? I think they're the only ones. Where every
Who?
team in that division, the NFC East.
yeah, I know.
think they're the only
Because the
division
NFC
where-
East for 30 years was the dominant division in football, and that's why they got all their Super Bowls. That's my first one.
Well, real quick,
Number
you see
two.
your boy Dalvin's going back to number 4.
Oh, it's luscious.
It's sick. It's sick.
Number 2, Qwee, your take last week about Hunter Renfrow over Wes Welker and Edelman. I thought about this for a long time, and
I love that
I'm not
creep
sure.
in
it's
your
like you only
brain
thought
for-
about it for a week.
I'm loving that I creep
I'm
in your
not
brain
sure.
like this.
I'm not sure anything you have ever done has pissed me off more than that statement about Hunter Renfrow being better than Welker and Edelman. You have, my friend, what is it? 1,000 catches and 7 Super Bowls to go before you can ever say that to me again without being called on it. So that's number 2. But I did just tell you the Raiders are my pick. Hot take, Super Bowl pick. That's number 2. Number 3, USFL. It was not good, but it's way better than that other, what was it?
Alliance.
What was the league last year?
The XFL was last year, and the year before was
Yeah.
the Alliance.
The last 2 years, I will say the USFL at least was doing things that made sense. And I agree with you, Patty. They need far better coaching. You know, if you just follow them, you can see that there's no communication on the sideline between the coaches, you know, and Mike Riley was calling plays last night, literally just off a sheet and rotating quarterbacks on a play-by-play basis. And like, that just shows me that the infrastructure to build the teams is not there. But I will say it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Agreed.
In reality. And then my last one is, and I'm just going to kind of throw it out here. If you judge Urban Meyer off of the Jacksonville Jaguars year, you are a fool. And I don't respect your football opinion, because you are exposing yourself as someone that doesn't know the history of the game, what he's done, how he's done it over a span of 25 to 30 years. You're talking about a Shark Tank of the Jacksonville Jaguars where everything goes there and gets devoured. When you make those hot takes, I immediately think you are less of a football guy than whatever. But I'm not going to go super in depth because I'm sure others on this podcast have something to say. But if you're one of those guys, just know you've dropped several notches in what I think of you as a football coach.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, it was an well, Qwee, I'm going to let you rebuttal.
Did you just drop your pen?
I did.
Thank God.
My pen.
Qwee, I'll give you the rebuttal first, because there was a lot to digest in that.
That was, yeah. There was a lot there. But I talked about Wes Welker's numbers a couple episodes ago. I'm not going to get into the Super Bowl stuff. I said he was going to be the most talented receiver that he coached. That's what I said. There is nothing. Universe? First of all, he's been playing for 4 seasons. Wes Welker was non-existent until he became a Patriot.
False.
Nobody knew. What do you mean false?
Yeah, I got some popcorn. You want some popcorn?
Yeah,
because go ahead and tell me how many Miami Dolphins Wes Welker jerseys were sold, Moose. How many were on?
How many?
You have one?
Oakland jerseys are sold.
Look it up.
They keep them at Stop and Shop all the time on hand.
Look it up.
Going right to
why do we
Hawaiian
care about
potato rolls.
Yeah, let's look up jersey.
I said he's going to be the most talented receiver that Josh McDaniels has coached.
Why do we care
2
about
Hall of Fame receivers. You're making that comment after 1.5 years in Oakland or whatever they are, Vegas now.
It's a hot take that you sat on for a week.
Yeah, no. And
You're
now
talking
I'm
about it.
rebutting it.
You sat down and thought about Hunter Renfrow for 7 days.
Yeah, I know.
And then I posted about him today, and it went on fire.
And you know what?
Because they agree.
I posted it that it pissed me off, and now I got to say it.
If Hunter Renfrow has more catches than Devontae Adams, I'm going to laugh so hard.
I swear to Christ, if Hunter Renfrow doesn't have 110 catches this year, I swear.
Easy with that stuff. It's Easter. Come on.
Because he doesn't have 110 catches. First of all, he had 103 last year, and he's going to match it again.
You go to church today, Dank?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
Chase.
Someone's got to pray for you guys. I mean,
Moose better go soon. You look like you're going to flip upside down and start setting yourself on fire.
My son eats those same little crispy things that they give you at communion. Call them banana little splits, you know.
I have no comments. I have no comments.
You guys can go, because this could be a whole episode on a 30-second hot take.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
All right, I agree on Urban Meyer. All right, let's move on. The entire Catholic Church is now against All right, here we
Not
go.
a part of the 14.
Moose had a bad day.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go. And I think this is all coming from I was scrolling through Twitter the other day, and someone had posted highlights of this guy, and I'm like, the more and more I think about it, is the more and more he's becoming a forgotten legend in college football, and that's Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush is probably the best college football player I've ever seen with my two eyes. He is our he's our Barry Sanders. That's our generation's, where he's doing things
Not
that
Emmitt Smith.
that we never saw before, and I was thinking the whole week, and I think like the comparison I have to him is he's really the Steph Curry of college football, where when he came through, he really changed the game and changed what you thought a true running back was. I remember like those USC teams, and kids in high school now don't even realize how good those SC teams were. They were as good as these Bama teams have been. They were the top of the top, and Reggie Bush was the guy, because he didn't go on to have this, hugely successful. I wouldn't call him a bust because he played in the NFL for a long time, but the things that Reggie was doing back, and the post was actually like, people forget how good Reggie Bush was in college. I'm like, I never forgot that for a second. This cat was unbelievable. And it's Fresno State, but that Fresno State game, I remember watching that game in my living room. I think I was like 15, when he put the ball behind his back as he stopped on the sideline, reverse field, and went all the way. But I just want to keep the conversation going that Reggie Bush is one of the all-time greats in college football.
Go ahead, Moose.
So those Trojan teams, what's unique about them, number one, was they were as good as they were on offense as they were on defense.
They got 11 guys on offense.
They
got 11 guys on defense.
But it's even different than what we've seen recently from Alabama, where it's a good to okay defense with a wildly talented offense.
Well,
and 8 years ago, it was a okay offense with a wildly dominant defense.
Well,
those
think about
SC teams were
that linebacker core where they had Clay Matthews, Brian Cushing, and the best one in college was Ray Malaluga.
Yeah,
he was the best.
Right.
He was the guy. But go ahead, is that
I want to comment on Dank's thing about Barry Sanders. It doesn't matter if you only played 9 years. Emmitt Smith did it for 15. So
don't worry, Moose. We're going to get into that battle tonight. Don't freaking worry about it. It does matter.
It doesn't matter what you think.
This might be the last episode of the Pick Route. Jeez. But yeah, and I was also thinking the same thing of, he just got signed this week, but Sammy Watkins at Clemson was also that guy. It was Sammy Watkins, and the other guy they had was pretty good, and that was DeAndre Hopkins. That was Sammy's team going through it. He's another one.
And real talk about Reggie Bush in the NFL, though. Yeah, he might have bust everywhere, but when that New Orleans Super Bowl run, he was as important as every part of that team. Agreed. And if, you remember, he, looked like college Reggie in that playoff run and that Super Bowl.
I mean, every time he touched the ball in the NFL, you still had to hold your breath because it was
100%.
Anything could freaking happen.
Yep. I think almost all of us had the turn with him where it's like, oh, sick, we signed Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll do something, but
was the first 100-yard rusher in a game for Detroit since Barry Sanders.
Crazy. All
That's
right,
how good Detroit is.
All right, Dak.
Let's do it, baby. All right. So I'm going to start off by saying, we talk about how football is cyclical. And, right now, these offenses are so pass happy. It's ridiculous. So with that being said, I give Emmitt, 100% credit. He's the rushing leader all time. 100%.
Facts are facts.
Yeah. Okay. Until I bring the facts up. I don't think in our lifetime. All right. I don't think anybody. I know records are meant to be broken, but I don't see anybody breaking Emmitt Smith's record at this point in time in my life. I don't think anybody could do it. One being that how many, besides Derrick Henry, how many teams are using a one-back system now? And two, these running back careers aren't going 15 years. I know Frank Gore just did, 16 years and just passed Barry.
Mm-hmm.
But, they're getting 5 good years out of these running backs now. And I don't ever see anybody in our lifetime passing Emmitt Smith's rushing record. Now, comments on that first.
No, agreed. You look at guys like, it's crazy to think that Todd Gurley is now like a bum
Right.
in the NFL. It wasn't that long ago that he was there. The only guy, and you mentioned him, is maybe Derrick Henry. Gets hot and goes for a huge, has a huge season. But he was banged up this year.
He just had his first blemish. Like he was
right. If AP couldn't do it, AP
right.
might be, and I hate saying the last great one ever, but if he couldn't do it for, the time being until we start getting back to this stuff, I agree in our lifetime, we won't see that being broken. Moose, you had your hand raised.
I think what sets Emmitt's record apart that no one will ever catch him in is for the first 7 years of his career, they were going and making deep runs on super talented Dallas teams that for 7 years straight were like Super Bowl contenders or close to it, where it's like the entire offense was based around him. And like Tennessee, maybe a year or two, we've been thinking like maybe they could contend for a Super Bowl, but those Dallas teams, and it's not a Dallas thing, but I'm saying Emmitt had the advantage of playing on those teams for 6 or 7 years where they were so good as a team that he was able to grind out clock and win games deep into the game, rushing, 20, 25, 30 times a game for 6 or 7 years straight,
Interesting. Interesting that you said that. Qwee, you got to take it.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to take it easy on you, buddy.
Let's just get into it, Dang. What do you got to say here?
So let's
Go
do
ahead,
it.
man.
Who's all right? Pretty much because we know where I stand, we know where Moose stands. Patty and Qwee, who's better, Barry or Emmitt?
If I'm taking a guy going for a year or a game, it's Barry Sanders.
Same.
It's Barry Sanders.
It's not even a question.
So that's a no contest right there.
that wasn't even like a.
It's I don't even hesitate saying
so,
it.
Yeah, for the 3 games we remember.
Would I rather have I want to go 3 games. I think he had a little bit better career for 3 games, but
Chase, what planet are you on?
If I'm taking one of their careers, obviously you got to go with Emmitt. The Super Bowls and the titles and all those rushing records. But if I am starting a offense with a guy, it's Barry Sanders.
Right. So
Walter Payton's better than both of them, anyways. But
so I know you don't let things like
watched
statistics or facts get in the way of your arguments. But here are the stats. All right, Emmitt Smith played 226 games. All right, had 18,355 yards. All right, that's over a 15-year span. All right, Barry Sanders played 153 games. All right, 15,269 yards in 10 years. All right, you want to know the difference in that? The difference is
Some of us are
73
built
games.
different.
73. Yeah, sure. Some of us have an O-line that can actually block. All right, that gets into my other point that Barry leads the freaking NFL all time of negative plays. All right, negative
That's not
yardage.
a good thing for your argument.
It's not,
Yeah,
but
maybe if he knew how to
maybe
read
if he had a
zone, he'd be
freaking
all
O-line
right.
like Emmitt did, he wouldn't have to worry about trying to juke a guy out in the backfield when he gets the ball handed to him. All right, so a difference of 73 games and 3,000 yards, 3,086 yards. All right, if Barry played the same amount of games as Emmitt Smith and only rushed for 75 yards, Barry Sanders rushing for 75 yards in a game. All right, he'd be right there. All right,
But he didn't.
I think. No, he didn't. Because he didn't have
Thanks.
the
Some of us
O-line
are
that
built
freaking
for this
Emmitt
life,
Smith
and some of us are not.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the game.
No, running backs like me.
All right, today I actually didn't show it in the beginning. This is one that we actually did by ourselves a few years ago. We are doing NFL Kingdom drafting teams.
Animal
Kingdom draft. So basically what we're going to do is you're starting a team from scratch, and you are going to draft animals to what position they're going to be playing. We're going to do 2 teams. So it's going to be me and Qwee representing the AFC, and we're going to do – we should have put some buffer between Tank and Moose working together between that.
Dysfunction in the front office now.
I'm the only one that didn't fight with Moose today. But
I'm sure you
You're
will.
going to get it, too.
we're going to do only land animals today. Reptiles do count.
And amphibians.
Okay, those
If you can
all
find
count.
a good amphibian.
We're going to do a snake draft, and we will determine first pick with this spin of the wheel. And pick 1 goes to Dank and Moose. All right, so it'll go Dank, me, Qwee, Moose, and then we'll snake it. So then I'll go Moose, Qwee, me, Dank. Yeah.
Dank, you better think about this first overall on the board here.
So I was thinking, I think it's a great pick. That's a solid start. Where do you want to go?
I want to go number 3. Give me the disruptive force right off the bat.
We're gonna lose the freaking first 2. Fine. Go, no. So wait, is it going? We get 1 and 3, or we get 1 and 4?
You get 1 and 3.
We get 1 and 3. All right. Fine. Do you want first pick? Or do you want third pick?
All right, we'll go first pick. Whatever.
I'm saying you personally.
What do I want? I want number 3.
All right. Then I'm taking. No, I'm saying. Oh my God. Do you want the first pick of the draft? Because we're doing it individual too. So
all right,
you have
go.
1, then I would have 3.
Dank, you have 1. Moose has 3.
All right, fine.
Moose,
right.
do you need an instruction manual?
Who are you taking, Dank?
All right, so I'm gonna start off. All right, he's gonna be pissed, but I don't care. All right,
Same
so
position.
number 1.
Just
all right,
terrible.
running back. We're going with the workhorse.
Horse, number 1 overall. 1-1 is Horse. At running back. And that's actually what started this. I was working. That's actually what started this off. Is I was working at a day resort, and we had horses, and I was just looking at its hind legs, and I'm like, that would make a sick running back. And we just kind of kept talking. We drew it up on the board of what would be playing what. Qwee,
I'm
you trust
leaking
me
it to Adam Schefter. I don't like this pick.
Qwee, you trust me with pick number 2?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Shocking you didn't go here. Pick number 2, quarterback, a human.
Yeah.
There you go. Human.
Good job.
Off the board, easy pick.
Yeah,
Should have been 1-1.
Until he gets eaten by that lion.
They're the only ones. They're the only ones that can train animals. If you ever see a dog train a cat, doesn't happen.
Did you ever see a dog freaking herd sheep? No, never seen that.
All right, I did forget some rules. Birds can only fly as high as what's guarding them or what is closest to them. and it's all conceivable where they can catch, they can find a way to catch, throw, tackle, any of that stuff. But pick number 3 goes the Moose.
Dank, I'm going off your board.
Okay. It's your
I'm
pick. You
going
do whatever you
Grizzly
want.
Bear. I'm going Grizzly Bear at left tackle.
Left tackle goes to the Grizzly Bear. Love the pick.
Lock it down.
But you
Lock
like
it
where
down.
you like how I put Grizzly Bear at left tackle, no?
Oh, I did.
All right, Qwee, you got pick number 4. And 5.
And
All
5.
right. Back to back, huh?
We got Human at 2 at quarterback.
All right. Give me a right tackle. Give me a hippo.
Ooh.
Taking out hip. Taking
Not
a
where I
right
would've
tackle
gone,
at pick
but
4.
all right.
Not where I
Wow.
would have gone either. Interesting.
They're
He is
one of
he
the
is a
most
Raiders fan, so he doesn't
deadly
know how
on the
to draft.
planet.
Hey,
Most deadly on the planet.
I would have put him at like a 3 tech, but
All right.
all right.
I thought we were staying on
No.
one side of the ball.
No, we're doing it all.
We're doing
You already took him at right tackle.
yeah.
hippo off the board.
At right
Pay
tackle.
attention to the pregame
I
meeting.
might have to. Yeah. Okay.
The owners meeting.
Moose didn't even show up to the pregame meeting. All
I swear,
Qwee, you got
Moose.
5. Yeah,
One of our episodes is going to be a live view wrestling match because we need a trilogy, and we'll talk about that in another episode. Jesus.
All right, Qwee, you got 5. Both sides of the ball are open.
All right. Give me.
Oof. So they get 3 picks in the top 5?
Give me a lion at fullback.
Yeah, we get 3 picks in the top 6.
Lion at fullback. You heard it.
Wow.
Interesting. So, guess I don't have to worry about that line, Dank.
No, you don't.
You better be going
He's on
single
his
wing.
team.
Protecting the human and a hippo. Next goes to Moose. You got pick 6.
All right. I am going.
I know which one is probably going off the board if you don't take it with Patty's pick.
I'm going Cheetah at
Great pick.
H slot.
Okay, wide receiver.
Yep,
Cheetah.
give us some speed here.
Does he wear number 13?
No,
No, he certainly doesn't.
that's slow ass motherfucker. Yeah, no.
Poverty ass
Number 10.
Edelman.
All right. Number 7, defensive end. I'm taking an alligator.
Wow.
White.
It's a gangster pick.
Moose, you point at me,
Crocodile.
Moose? You point at me, Moose? You point at me?
Crocodiles and
He's an
alligators are the
alligator.
same animal.
No, it's not.
Crocodiles and
No,
animals.
it's not.
Yes, they
No,
are.
not.
No, it's not.
All right, with the 8th pick of the Animal Kingdom draft, the NFC selects a Silverback Gorilla. Defensive tackle, 3 technique.
Okay. D tackle, a little Harambe action. Gorilla, as Mike Francesa calls it. Thank you. Got pick number 9.
Pick number 9. I'm going to stick to my big board. I'm going to go with a wolf at strong safety.
Oh, woof. All right. I was gonna deviate off of it and just to piss Moose off, take a saltwater croc as the other DN, but I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm gonna take X receiver a giraffe. So I got the height. Got the height on one side. We're gonna have to find some speed on the other side there, Qwee. But Moose, you got pick 11. We're flying through this.
All right. I'm going maybe a little early, but I love what he brings to the interior of this savage run game we're bringing. So I'm going with an elephant center guard hybrid.
What position do you have? Well, it depends on what we draft. We could play
I'm
him.
gonna go.
All right, interior lineman's fine.
Yep.
All right, Qwee, you're going back to back. But good pick, Chase. Proud of you.
All right.
12 and 13.
Damn. Our offense is freaking.
At Z, give me a Jag.
Nice. Perfect. Jaguar.
Hey, what type of offense are we declaring
We can
here?
determine it.
Whatever
we can
you
determine
want.
it after
We
as we
took
pick people.
we took a fullback at number 5.
Right.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know.
And he's stuck there.
It's a lion.
Yeah.
And let's go at Mike. I want a gorilla.
Gorilla off the board.
When
You go with a brown back.
I had like a
Big
I had a fuzzy
You can
patch
go-
here.
You can find a smaller gorilla or a smaller chimpanzee, but
Big
you
eight.
can't take a silverback.
Big 8 was a gorilla.
Okay. Yeah, I
To
had
the
like
NFC.
a weird
Yeah, send it back, Qwee.
I probably
think
would
that's
have heard it if
I think
your
that's a loss of a pick.
Wi-Fi
Yeah.
would have been.
I mean,
No.
All right. Give me at nose. Give me an elephant.
Elephant off the
you
board.
can't have the elephant, my guy.
Qwee knows like 4 animals.
You need to hit Discovery Channel, my man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some Planet Life.
Just take Betty.
Jesus.
Get Betty. Take Betty.
Oh, I have that. Give me a panther
There you go.
at. Give me a panther at F.
All right. Running
Ooh,
back.
I like that
Panther.
pick.
Like
That's
a
your
lot.
first pick I like.
Shut up, Moose.
All right, Moose. Your
Don't
pick.
patronize me.
Don't talk to me.
All right.
Mouth.
Thanks. Should I go with some skill guys here?
You can do
Or should
whatever
I
you want.
keep
Moose.
building our dominant
If you
offensive
want
line?
to freaking load that O line, I mean, we got the horseman running behind.
Oh, hell yeah. So I'm going with a moose at right tackle.
Nice.
Right tackle, Moose.
An actual moose.
All right.
Those same dudes
Not this
that
5'6"
body
little
grizzlies.
dude.
They are big. All right.
Lot of range on a moose. Good for kick stepping.
We actually don't have a left tackle yet. We have a right tackle.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Can't wait for you to get that.
Our left tackle is the most badass bear. Polar bear. Left tackle, we're taking a polar bear.
I looked that up earlier today. They say a grizzly bear would be a polar bear.
Look
9
up-
times out of 10. You lose that battle 9 times out of 10, my friend.
Listen, I've said this on this podcast many times. If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night. You just don't have a chance to get to polar bear. And YouTube the Joe Rogan polar bear story, and it'll haunt you. So polar bear, left tackle, off the board.
So what are you doing here? Why are you not
I got you,
haunted?
Qwee.
Why are you not haunted?
Oh, you saw my
haunted.
text?
I haven't slept. Yeah, I got you.
You
I
haven't
haven't
slept.
slept in weeks after hearing this polar bear story.
All right. I'm going to, since the lion got taken, I'm going to take the other big cat. I'm going to go with a tiger at middle linebacker.
El Tigre.
And then
linebacker. Pick 17.
I mean, you want to finish up that freaking line, Mose? Like,
I mean, give me the saltwater crocodile. the actual crocodile that eats things, not the soft ass
You
alligator.
want it at the end, or you want it?
Alligators are like
Yeah,
twice
give
the
us-
size of this shit.
Give us that 5 technique that just dominates. Give me the Nick Bosa of the animal kingdom.
All right.
He's a freak.
Not the Max
He's a
Crosby, the Nick Bosa. You heard it.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's do it. Give me that crocodile.
The end.
Saltwater croc.
Saltwater, so you can still get a
crocodile.
freshwater if you want.
Yeah,
that.
but they're the little Nancy sisters of the saltwater crocodile.
All right, pick 18. Going to me. I'm gonna take guard a bull. We'll knock out your middle linebacker Tiger any day of the week.
Yeah, are we going
I
to have
knew
that
was
conversation
coming up.
again?
I knew that was coming up.
We'll knock out your little tiger.
Tiger's smoking that.
That bull's gonna need to
Man.
get past that freaking silverback first, though.
I'm doing mental Olympics right now, not trying to absolutely flame you over this right now.
Mental Olympics.
I'm your I'm your only ally left on this podcast, Moose.
Oh, he likes to burn bridges. Let me tell you.
I know.
Burn, baby, burn.
I think we're gonna go past 22. We can just keep rolling with this thing. 19 goes to Moose.
Well, we each get 11 each.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Should we go?
Fine.
I mean, defense. We got each level taken care of.
Black Bear's a big ass softie, so I don't want that shit.
Moose, you sure you don't want Bambi?
No, that's for you.
I thought you said the Great Bambi. That winky beard.
All right, give me.
I hate you sometimes, Tank.
I know.
All right, we're gonna cover some ground here. We're gonna go with a bald eagle as our field corner and take away a third here.
I actually like that pick.
Yep, we're gonna go with defense here, Dank.
I like it.
I'm a fan. All right.
Take the first corner off the board.
It's off. All right.
Ball in the air, my ball.
I'm gonna go.
Literal ball hawk. Isn't it Qwee's turn or no?
No, Moose went. It's me.
No, Moose went. Now it's Qwee. Because I took this.
Oh
the
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
crocodile.
right. Yep, you're right.
You
Yep.
took.
Yep. Yes, thank. You're right.
Of course I'm right. I got to keep this program on track every freaking time. Freaking train jumps off every time I'm not here.
Hell up.
Unbelievable.
Qwee, you're
Can't
up.
keep track of a simple system.
Yeah, just keep track of the entire goddamn podcast. you fucking asshole.
I'm thinking of the defensive side of the ball right now.
Dang, how much time's left in this thing? That's what I'm looking at right now, too, asshole. All right, go ahead, Qwee.
How specific
All right.
do you want?
I'm thinking some range right now
I like it. I like where your head's at.
up front. I want to take an anaconda at end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Good luck reaching the anaconda.
So take your moose
Yeah, go
and
reach an anaconda.
shove it.
He'll eat your moose.
Yeah.
That's my pick.
Yep. That anaconda is going to eat half of that moose around the corner and then swallow him while he's
Yeah.
sexy.
While the
Don't
moose
put him
did
on the
his job,
grizzly
that
bear
horse
side.
is off to the races, baby.
The grizzly
That
bear
horse is off
cannot
to
reach
the
the
races.
anaconda. No way.
Never going to happen.
No way.
That
you
big
can't-
ass slow
you
snake.
You can't reach an anaconda. It's impossible. Go ahead, Moose. Qwee, you got another pick.
All right. You want to stay on defense or offensive side of the ball?
I have a defensive pick next that they definitely won't take. So you can go offense. We need
Where
Couple
we
more
at here?
linemen, like a slot receiver, couple more linemen. We also need some DBs too if you want to take that.
All right. Let's.
Qwee brain malfunction.
No.
Give me a horse, a human, a grizzly bear, a hippo, a lion.
I should really
He's
piss.
sold out on the anaconda, and he can't function now.
I should really piss Moose off and take a wildcat right now. just to ruffle your feathers.
Take that little soft ass cat.
We'll give you guys the 21st pick for the Silverback Gorilla.
No. Let's
Cash
think we need-
consideration.
I think we need to stay with some speed and take like a leopard.
I like it. So yeah. Receiver, leopard.
Yeah, we'll throw him at H.
Mm-hmm. Like it. All right. Next is Moose.
All right, thank. So I'm looking at our offense, and I feel like we got to commit. We're running the football.
Yeah,
We're not going to be an air raid.
Absolutely.
We got the cheetah for a little vertical push.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we got to get down to business.
Correct. So there's.
I'm thinking at tight end. What do you think about this, Dank? Check your board.
Yep. The one I put at tight end, or are you going with one or the other? I mean, I like it. I mean, you can be aggressive. And
I like
you can
it.
Put him out. You can put him out in space, and you can, do a little.
He's a little bit of everything. He's a little Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Give me a Rottweiler at tight end, H back hybrid.
It's a nice pick. It's a nice pick.
What?
A Rottweiler. It's a good pick.
Do you know anything about dogs?
Get him, Qwee. Get him. I thought it was a good pick. Go ahead, Qwee. Get him.
Do you know anything about dogs? Silence.
I mean,
I'm gonna try to
I
get him
know a
on the back
Rottweiler.
end. All right.
I know a Rottweiler would turn Benny inside out.
what?
But
Benny would shit down his throat.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I
All
don't think so.
Just because
Not that soft, fluffy thing.
I'm very confident that my next
Not anymore, buddy. Not anymore. You guys have heard the demon
Benny
hour
is
a
a
little
monster.
bit.
Benny's a monster. All right, but at pick 23, I'm gonna take a strong safety, a pit bull.
Oh,
That's the pick.
That's a nice pick.
Now
Yep. He's gonna roll down in the box. He's coming off the edge.
he would shit down
Hey.
Benny's throat.
Hey, a Rottweiler just got to get a piece of that in the alley. We're all
Right.
good.
that's all he needs to do.
We
Quick
got a
shout
horse
out-
with our
quick
first
shout out
pick,
there
so
with
we should
with
be
a pit bull.
running right through it.
All
Quick
right.
shout out with the pit bull. I had a couple friends who had to say goodbye to their pit bull, Crash. Crash is a great dog. Miss you, buddy, but you're gonna be playing strong safety for our team, man. Go get it done.
Love
All right,
you,
you guys can
Crash.
pick. He's one of the 14 that listens, so I give him the shout out there.
I think I want to lock up our corners, and then they're kind of screwed if we.
Go for it, Dank. We've taken all the elite positions.
Right. So we're gonna go with a golden eagle at the other corner.
Oh my god.
Do golden eagles actually exist?
Dude, did you not watch Hostile Planet? Are you kidding me?
I did not watch
Yeah.
They're
Hostile.
vicious.
Clearly, we found who watches Discovery Planet or Discovery World, whatever.
I love Discovery Planet.
It's Animal Planet.
Discovery Planet is my new favorite show.
No free ads though, so Discovery Planet.
And then what do we still need another guard, right? Another interior lineman.
Dank, hear me out. We need a quarterback.
I mean,
I
he
think
just
we got
needs
to
to
go.
hand the ball off.
I know. That's why I'm saying golden retriever.
You want the golden
I mean,
retriever at quarterback?
German Shepherd. German Shepherd. My bad.
German Shepherd at quarterback.
Smart dog, man. It's
It
good.
is a smart dog. I
gonna
do
say-
like the pick.
You're gonna take a golden retriever at
Take our
quarterback.
quarterback
when
now.
You've seen
Now it's-
Air Bud,
No, absolutely right.
golden.
We're doing German
receiver.
Shepherd at quarterback.
All right. He convinced
Golden
me.
Shepherd quarterback.
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
We got to get a quarterback in there.
We don't have to. We just run
No,
the
but
fucking.
now we're
we
good.
can run the
Now we're
Wildcat the
good.
whole
Just
time.
gonna have our human. Just gonna have our human quarterback yelling out commands to your German Shepherd. He's not even gonna throw the ball or hand off the ball. Sit, stay, good boy. You guys are screwed. All right, my pick.
I mean, the human's gonna be dead after play 2, so it doesn't
not.
matter.
He's got a polar bear protecting
That
him.
gorilla is gonna take him and bash him
No.
freaking to the ground.
Not gonna even touch him with the ball in front of him.
What pick are we on?
26. Outside linebacker. And this is going to be a strong side outside linebacker. These things are badass. They've actually eaten humans before. Komodo dragon.
Good pick.
These things are nasty.
Good pick.
They're fast too.
What are they playing?
Outside linebacker. They can rush the end. They'll get up in the business. Lock down your Rottweiler too.
Please, son.
Eat your Rottweiler for breakfast. Next pick goes to Moose.
So who'd you go with the last? Komodo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Steal the draft.
Yeah. No, that's a nice one. All right. What are we thinking here?
I mean, we still need.
I'm going
We
to
need
fill
more
out our
D-line.
offensive line
All right.
with a left guard weighing in at a luscious 900 pounds. I'm going to go with an American Bison,
Ooh.
and I'm going to solidify that offensive line to be dominant.
It's not a bad pick. I don't hate it.
Not a bad pick. It's a fantastic pick. Left guard in the second round, American Bison. Give me a break. Yeah, Anaconda.
Hey,
Get some.
we're way past the second round.
Whatever round.
We've been past the second round. All right, what do we want to do here? Well, this would
My
be
point
Mr. Relevant, or do
prevails.
we want to go
Let's
back through it one more time?
I think we can cut it off here.
All right, Qwee, you got Mr. Relevant.
Well, for today.
For today. Qwee, I think Qwee's frozen.
He does
Yeah,
look
that-
frozen.
Or he's just really happy. There he is.
All
All right,
right.
he's back. Qwee, you got Mr. Relevant. Last pick.
You guys are super spotty on me right now.
It's not our fault.
You're the only one that went missing.
You are the one that missing.
Last pick.
Last pick. Yep. What we need?
You need a lot.
We don't need much, honestly.
My
Gotta
first
think
thought
about
was a viper at corner that can just latch onto something quick. What are your thoughts?
I don't hate it.
All right, give me a viper.
Corner.
Yep.
I got a good one.
Well, that was the end.
That was it. So save it for next time.
Till next time. What was your good one?
Don't say it.
No,
We
I'm
gotta.
not
We
telling
need
you.
it. Keep it in your pocket.
All right. Next week, we're going to have a fun one. This is one that we've been excited about for a while now. We all love the draft. So we're going to do our mock draft. We're going to go through the entire first round next week. This will be our draft special. It'll be all about the draft, which will be a fun one. But All right, bring it up, take a knee. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our good friend Savino for the use of our theme song, Time is Money. You can find him on Instagram at Savino_music. Look up Savino. That is Savino. Thank you to Sarah Wyatt for the creation of our logo. Thank you to our producer, Brian Miller. Follow us on social media at The Pick Route across all channels. You can email us game ideas at thepicroute@gmail.com. New episodes every Tuesday. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, until next week, it could be worse. You could be playing for us.
Wasting my cash, give it back, give it back, get it back. Hey, time is money, don't be wasting my stacks. Spending all your time, won't never get it back. People pick and choose who they love. People pick and choose who they throw shit at. That's why I do what I want. Spending all your time, won't never get it back. Time is money, don't be wasting my cash. Give it back, give it back, get it back. Hey, time is money, don't be wasting my stacks. Spending all your time, won't never get it back. Spending all your time, won't never get it back. Wasting all your good years living in the past. We only got this one life, get it on track. Money on my mind, all I think about is cash. I tell her swallow deep, cause I like it like that. I got that magic break a backboard, don't get like Shaq. Paul strapped to bombs like Iraq. Fuck your feelings, show me facts. If we ain't talking stacks, I don't got time for that.